Plate tectonics is a natural phenomenon affecting the Earth's crust, which is responsible for creating the Earth's terrestrial topography. Mountains forced upward by the pressure of tectonic plates form a ridge running the length of Taiwan. These high mountains trap airborne moisture, ensuring that Taiwan receives high rainfall and contributing to the presence in Taiwan of a wide variety of different habitats. To protect these precious natural ecosystems, the Nantou Forest District Office has designated a number of zones within its jurisdictional area as protected natural habitats. These zones provide areas in which wild animals and plants can thrive, helping to ensure the survival of many different species and the preservation of their genetic heritage. The jurisdictional area of Nantou Forest District Office extends into Taichung City, Yunlin County, Changhua County, and Nantou County. The important natural habitats falling within the jurisdictional area include the Ruiyanxi Valley, the Mount Jojo Nature Reserve, the Danda Logging Road, and the Dolio Hills in Yunlin County. The jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office represents in microcosm all the different types of vegetation found in Taiwan, from high-altitude temperate coniferous forest to low-elevation evergreen broadleaved forest and riverine ecosystems. The wide range of animal and plant species provides an abundant, varied source of food. As a result, the mountains and forests of the Nantou Forest District Office have become one of the most important sanctuaries for Taiwan's animals. In the daytime, many different animal species are out searching for food. For a lot of species, this is the time of day when they are most active. At night, when many species of animals are retiring to their nests or burrows to rest, there is one kind of animal that is only just starting to become active. Beating their wings, they flit at will through the night skies. They are the sprites of the night, the bats. Bats are one of the best-known varieties of nocturnal animal. By sleeping during the day and coming out at night, they can evade daytime predators, while also avoiding coming into direct competition with insect-eating birds. Bats are the only mammal capable of real flight. Bat wings are like extended fingers with webs of skin between them. Beating their wings enables bats to fly. Bats' wings are their most important distinguishing feature. Because of their wings, bats are classed as a separate order of mammals, the Chiroptera. Of the approximately 6,000 mammal species on Earth, over 1,200 belong to the Chiroptera order. Only the Rodentia order has a greater number of species. Taiwan has approximately 84 species of terrestrial mammal. With at least 35 species, bats make up over 40% of the total. Compared with countries such as the USA and Australia that have large land areas, Taiwan has a very high density of bat species, many of which are only found in Taiwan. Taiwan can fairly be described as a paradise for bats. More than 20 different bat species make their homes within the jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office. Several of these are new species that were first recorded in Taiwan within the past decade or so. For example, the Ruiyanxi Major Wildlife Habitat is home to the Taiwan long-eared bat, an endemic species that was first discovered at Anmashan by a Japanese scientist in 1990. In 1995, a group of Taiwanese researchers led by Li Liangkong made the first recorded sighting of the eastern barbastel in Taiwan in this same area. Another endemic species, the Formosan yellow-throated bat, was first discovered in the Mount Jojo Nature Reserve in 1999. The Formosan golden bat has been recorded at lower elevations in Yunlin County's Shuilin Township and around Dolio City. The jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office has a varied topography and a wide range of different habitats, making it an ideal place for bats to live and find food. This is why the area is home to so many different bat species. Let's explore the bat habitats of the Nantou Forest District Office jurisdictional area. Rising to a height of over 3,000 meters, Mount Hehuan can get very cold in winter, with temperatures often dropping below zero. During the winter, yellow-chested tube-nosed bats migrate from low and medium elevations up to the high altitudes of Mount Hehuan to hibernate. Although at an altitude of more than 3,000 meters, Mount Hehuan is very cold. This abandoned blockhouse provides a roosting place away from human disturbance, where both the temperature and humidity are stable. For the yellow-chested tube-nosed bat, this is the perfect place to hibernate during the winter months. Currently, this is the only place in Taiwan where this species of bat is known to hibernate. Winter hibernation is one of the distinctive aspects of bat behavior. Unlike most mammals, bats' blood temperature varies depending on their surroundings. To survive the winter months, when the weather is cold and food is hard to find, bats hibernate. The discovery of the yellow-chested tube-nosed bat was an event of great importance for bat research in Taiwan. Besides helping scientists to gain a better understanding of bats' winter hibernation behavior, it also represents an additional recording of a Taiwanese endemic bat species. The yellow-chested tube-nosed bat was first seen in 1993, but it was not until 2009 that a group of scientists led by Guo Haochi published a paper demonstrating conclusively that this was indeed a new species. The yellow-chested tube-nosed bat takes its name from its yellow breast. It is the largest species of tube-nosed bat found in Taiwan. Besides the yellow-chested tube-nosed bat, a number of other tube-nosed bat species are also found within the jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office, including the Formosan tube-nosed bat, the golden-tipped tube-nosed bat, the Taiwanese little tube-nosed bat, and the faint golden little tube-nosed bat. As the weather gradually starts to get warmer, the yellow-chested tube-nosed bats leave their blockhouse on Mount Hehuan and migrate to lower elevations. Although it is not yet known for certain exactly which low-elevation areas yellow-chested tube-nosed bats are active in during the spring and summer months, it is already clear that this species of bat provides an important example of seasonal vertical migration taking place within Taiwan. The Reiyanshi Major Wildlife Habitat, located in central Taiwan. This area features a wide range of different types of ground cover at both medium and high elevations. Thanks to careful management by the Nantou Forest District Office, there is a wealth of wildlife to be found here, and it is an ideal habitat for bats. Besides the yellow-chested tube-nosed bat, around a dozen other species of bat live in this area. The Taiwan long-eared bat has long rabbit-like ears and is also known as the Taiwan rabbit-eared bat. The Taiwan long-eared bat was discovered by Japanese scientist Yoshiyuki Mizuko at Anmashan in 1990. Its long, wide ears give it superb hearing. However, its echolocation ability is quite weak, forcing it to fly relatively slowly. Bats actually have quite good eyesight, but they cannot rely on sight alone to find their way in the dark. It is bats' echolocation ability that enables them to fly around at night with such confidence. By rapidly flexing muscles in their throat, bats are able to emit ultrasonic waves through their mouth or nose. These sounds are too high-pitched for humans to hear. When one of these ultrasonic waves strikes an object, it bounces back, and the bat's ears pick up the returning signal, which is then carried to the bat's brain to enable the bat to build up a mental image of the terrain it is flying through. Taiwan's smallest bat species, the Formosan broad-muzzled bat, is also found in the Reiyanshi Valley region. Besides being Taiwan's smallest bat, the Formosan broad-muzzled bat is also the lightest mammal in Taiwan, weighing just 3 or 4 grams. It has pronounced notches in the edge of its protruding ears. The Reiyanshi Valley is also home to a rarely seen species of bat, the eastern barbastel, which lives mainly at medium and high elevation. In 1995, scientists captured a live specimen in this area. 2002 saw the publication of a formal announcement that this was a new species for Taiwan. The discovery of the eastern barbastel provided further proof of the importance of the Reiyanshi Valley as a habitat for bats. In the spring, as the weather grows warmer, bats gradually start to wake up from their winter hibernation. Mount Jojo is the product of thousands of years of orogeny, sedimentation, erosion, and weathering. The mountain and its foothills encompass a variety of terrain types, including dense forest and mountain gorges, which provide an ideal natural habitat for wildlife. On September 21, 1999, Taiwan was struck by a severe earthquake, which caused widespread devastation. Many of Taiwan's mountains suffered the loss of ground cover from their higher slopes because of landslides, and many animal habitats were destroyed. To provide protection for the area, in 2000, the government established the Mount Jojo Nature Reserve. Thanks to painstaking conservation efforts over the past few years, the Mount Jojo ecosystem has now been restored to its former glory. The Formosan yellow-throated bat was first discovered in the Wuling district of Taichung. However, this bat species has been recorded within the Mount Jojo Nature Reserve. The golden yellow fur on the neck of the Formosan yellow-throated bat resembles a golden yellow neck scarf. There have been only a handful of sightings of the Formosan yellow-throated bat, and as a result, scientists are still not sure exactly which areas they live in. What is known is that they are often found in the vicinity of a river. Besides the Formosan yellow-throated bat, other bat species found in the Mount Jojo Nature Reserve include the arboreal Watasi's bat, Horikawa's brown bat, and chestnut bat. The chestnut bat derives its Chinese name from its protruding forehead. They roost among the withered leaves of the fountain palm tree. A single fountain palm may be home to over 1,000 chestnut bats. The fountain palm is commonly used as an ornamental plant in Taiwan. When the trees are pruned, any bats that were living there become homeless. Watasi's bat is mainly found in hilly areas at low altitudes, as this bat closely resembles the Formosan golden bat, which is also found at low elevation. Over the past 2 decades, the two species have often been taken to be the same. However, recent morphological analysis has confirmed that while the two species have very similar fur color, there are actually a number of differences in the body shape. Watasi's bat is a bright ochre red color with touches of black on the ends of its nose, ears, toes, and tail. The Formosan golden bat lacks these black patches. Summer is the season when bats are the most active. At dusk, large numbers of bats can be seen flying around as they begin their day's work. The Dolio Hills are located between the Zhoushui River and the Bajang River. This area is characterized by pronounced seasonal climatic variation, with dry winters and hot, humid summers. It is also an area with a wide range of bat habitats. The Formosan tube-nosed bat is a tube-nosed bat species that is commonly seen in hilly areas at medium and low elevations. It was discovered in 1932 by the Japanese scientist Kishida Kyukichi. It has been recorded living amidst withered banana leaves. The Taiwanese woolly bat remained unknown until 1998, when it was discovered by a group of researchers headed by Professor Li Lingling. These bats live in medium and low elevations in areas of bamboo forest and banana groves. One distinctive feature of this species is that they mainly eat spiders. Another species found in the Dolio Hills region is the Japanese pipistrelle, which is the bat species that has the closest relationship with humans. They make their homes in cracks in the roofs of traditional houses and have been able to live in harmony with mankind for centuries. The Japanese pipistrelle is the most easily seen bat at low elevations and is one of the most widespread bat species in Taiwan's low-lying regions. Besides the Japanese pipistrelle, there are 2 other species of pipistrelle that live in the Dolio Hills region, the Taiwanese pipistrelle and the mountain pipistrelle. These 2 species are very similar to look at, but close examination reveals that the mountain pipistrelle has longer, more triangular ears, while the Taiwanese pipistrelle's ears are relatively short. The Dolio Hills region is also home to a number of species of cave-dwelling bats, including the Formosan leaf-nosed bat, the Formosan greater horseshoe bat, the Formosan lesser horseshoe bat, and the Japanese long-winged bat. Sometimes these bats roost in disused shacks and huts. Most people picture bats as hanging upside down in a cave. Why do bats hang upside down in this way? This actually relates to the way bats' bodies have evolved to enable them to fly. Hanging upside down high up on a cliff face helps bats to take off for flight. It also keeps them safe from snakes and other predators, since they can escape from danger by just relaxing their claws, flapping their wings, and flying off. Hanging on by their claws also minimizes the surface area of the bat's body that is in contact with the cold rock face. They can also wrap themselves in their own wings to stay warm. The Formosan leaf-nosed bat derives its name from the way the shape of its nose has evolved. It is the largest insectivorous bat species found in Taiwan. The Formosan greater horseshoe bat and the Formosan lesser horseshoe bat both have an unusual appearance. They are both members of the Rhinolophidae family of bat species, which have a horseshoe-shaped protuberance on the lower part of their noses, hence the name horseshoe bat. During the summer breeding season, baby bats can be seen clinging tightly to their mother's belly inside the cave. Both the Formosan leaf-nosed bat and the horseshoe bats have false nipples, protuberances, which are not used for breastfeeding, but which the baby bats can cling onto to avoid falling off when the mother bat needs to move around. The vast majority of bat species only give birth to 1 or 2 young in any given year. For this reason, the mother bats take great pains in looking after their babies. Bats usually mate in autumn, but do not give birth until the following summer. This delayed reproduction is another specially evolved feature characteristic of bats. In some species, the female bats store the male sperm after mating. In other species, implantation of the sperm is delayed, while in yet other species, the fertilized egg starts to develop, but is then frozen until the spring, when the development process is completed and the baby bats are born. Within 2 months of being born, the young bats need to develop the ability to fly and to use echolocation for positioning, so that they can accompany the adults when they leave the cave to go and search for food, to build up their reserves of energy in preparation for the coming winter. In the low-lying areas of Yunlin County, groups of golden yellow bats can be seen hanging upside down from the rafters in traditional-style houses, or from the branches in groves of trees. This is the Formosan golden bat, which local people refer to as the upside-down lotus. The Formosan golden bat has coloration markedly different from that of most other bat species, which tend to be black or gray in color. Also, whereas most people tend to think of bats as living in dark caves, the Formosan golden bat roosts hanging from the eaves and rafters in buildings where they are readily visible by human observers. One particularly famous building in Yunlin County has been recorded as having over 1,000 bats living there. Formosan golden bats also roost in broadleaved tree species, such as the Indian almond tree and mahogany tree that are found in parks and school grounds in Taiwan, whose large broad leaves provide them with protection. As the Formosan golden bat has a very similar appearance to Watassi's bat, they were for many years believed to belong to the same species. It was not until 2003 that scientists confirmed that they were in fact 2 distinct species, at which time the Formosan golden bat was given the formal scientific name, Myotis formosus flavus. The fact that the Formosan golden bat makes its home in houses and trees in rural areas where it is easily observed made it an ideal subject for an ecology project for the students and teachers of Chenzhen Elementary School in Yunlin County. This was how the Formosan golden bat's home came into being. Research has shown that Formosan golden bats are very attached to their roosting places. Statistics show that in recent years, there has been a pronounced fall in the number of Formosan gold bat colonies in Taiwan, probably caused by the disruption of migration routes and destruction of habitat. One of the most important preconditions for halting this decline in the number of Formosan bat colonies is to conserve the tall, broadleaved trees that they roost in. The winter, when the yellow-chested tube-nosed bat returns to its high-altitude hibernation roosts, is also the time when other bat species enter hibernation. Winter is a challenging time for bats. However, provided they can make it through the winters, bats usually live for around 20 to 30 years. A warm climate and varied topography are important factors in creating a good habitat for wild animals. The animal species living within the jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office have evolved to adapt to their environment, enabling them to overcome the challenges that this environment poses for them. Bats constitute one of the finest examples of this successful adaptation. Because the Chinese word for bat sounds similar to the Chinese word for good fortune, since antiquity, bats have been viewed as auspicious symbols of good luck and prosperity in East Asian cultures. Bat motifs were commonly used on traditional clothing, carvings, architecture, and so on. The blessing, "May the 5 gifts be bestowed on the household," was often illustrated using a picture of 5 bats, symbolizing the 5 gifts of longevity, wealth, peace, virtue, and lifelong good health. From an ecological point of view, bats make many positive contributions to the ecosystems in which they live. In tropical regions, fruit-eating bats play an important role as carriers of pollen, while insectivorous bats eat insect pests that are harmful to agriculture and human health. Bats also constitute an important environmental indicator species. By monitoring the number of bats in a given area, it is possible to gain an idea of the extent to which that area has suffered environmental damage. Nowadays, because of the impact of Western culture, younger people in Taiwan tend to associate bats with vampires and evil. Bats are also being forced out of their original habitats because of human activity, including the destruction of the natural environment and inappropriate use of pesticides, among others. Bats are a highly diverse family of species with impressive survival abilities and a wide range of different lifestyles. Thanks to painstaking conservation efforts by the Nantou Forest District Office, as well as the diversified habitats that exist within the jurisdictional area of the Nantou Forest District Office, these important animals are now able to survive and thrive in this region.